As you know, Michael Rapaport had a lot to say about what he felt about how black Americans felt about Hulk Hogan and him passing. And that is, they didn't care for him, and basically good riddance. So, Michael Rapaport came out and said what he had to say, blase splee. Did a video to that response. Now, in comes the interesting part. And I'm actually very proud of the reaction. You know what? Let me just say this before I start. I'm appreciating the energy that I'm seeing from foundational black Americans, period. I'm appreciating what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing from y'all. And I like that y'all ain't laying down and y'all ain't taking no shit, because listen, even I didn't heard y'all. Enough is enough, and you right. I'm noticing the energy, and man, keep that shit up. But Michael Rapaport came out, did his usual I'm white and this is how black people should feel rant bullshit. And I did a response to that. And now all of a sudden, Mr. Rapaport here starts to walk it back.
All right, this is now my third video about Hulk Hogan, which is more videos that I did about Hulk Hogan when he was alive. When I did my now controversial Hulk Hogan video 2 hours after he passed, right after he passed, I saw all this derogatory stuff about his association with Trump. And I said in the video, what we're not going to do is disrespect somebody who brought so much joy to the world. In the video, I also said I know he was involved with some controversy and I wasn't aware of it. I'm not a Hulk Hogan super fan. I'm not a wrestling head. I'm not a Hulk Hogan documentarian. I don't know everything about the life and times of Hulk Hogan. I was not aware at the time, from the bottom of my heart, that he was involved with that racial controversy, the N-word controversy. Obviously, if I knew that at the time, I wouldn't have done the video, or my video would have been a lot different.
Now, see, this is the interesting thing. It's not that he didn't know. He was very clear in the first video that he didn't care.
Hulkster. I don't care if he had some controversy outside of the ring. I don't care if he endorsed Donald Trump.
Okay, so basically in a nutshell, what that was saying is, I understand and I know he's racist, but I don't care. You guys better respect him.
This is the way we're not going to disrespect the Hulkster. That's what we're not going to do.
And not only that, you can tell he's lying. You want to know how he's lying? Once again, if anything you're going to learn over here is common sense and deductive reasoning, because it can unlock jewels. All right. One way that you could tell he's lying, he's talking about, oh man, I didn't know about his scandals and stuff like that. Tell me, what sense does this make? So you hear about a group that you think is disrespecting Hulk Hogan, and you get enough in your feelings to make a response to those people, but you don't know the reason why people are not respecting him passing. So you're ready to respond to a people, but you don't know why that they don't respect him or like him. Do you know how highly unlikely and improbable that is? Hold on. What? Black people saying fuck Hulk Hogan? Well, what did Hulk Hogan do? Oh, some racist shit. Man, I don't care what Hulk Hogan did. They better respect him. That's what it was.
Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster.
It's not that he didn't know. He didn't care. And he didn't feel he had to.
I don't care if he had some controversy.
A lot of black Americans before us have laid down the wrong foundation. And that is the foundation for taking shit. That's one thing you notice over here. Bruce don't take no shit from no one. And I'm not saying that to oppose my own. I'm talking about I'm not taking no shit out of nobody outside of my tribe. I don't play that even a little bit. I'm very keen on that. So they laid a foundation that too much other groups don't have to respect you. That's why I go around and walking around snapping like I do. Because I got to put this shit back in order, because I am not them and I am not the one. So they laid down the wrong foundation. So people like him often jump out of the window. And since he so used to being able to jump out of the window and not having nothing happen to him or said about him, and it's usually praised by America's white racists, we're talking about a country where a woman can call a baby an N-word and get $1 million in donations for support. That's America. All right. So he felt like he could do that. But like I said in the video, what Remy didn't understand was his whole existence, the whole reason why he's even relevant or even able to sit up on any platform and talk anything out of his mouth is because of Black Americans. We are the culture of the foundation in which he stands on to be put in front of the world. If it was not for us, if it was not for people like John Singleton, he would not be known. So the very ground that he's standing on that supports him is the very people that he's trying to disrespect when he wouldn't even be here if he didn't have a ground to stand on. And we looking at him sideways like, motherfucker. That's why he needs to go to John Singleton's gravesite every Sunday and praise him like the Dalai Lama. Because that is the only thing people know him from. If you know him outside of that, you're going to know him for playing in The Next Friday. So that's Ice Cube and John Singleton that you got to thank. Those are your most notable roles. Nobody would know you if it wasn't for that. And ironically, in both movies, he's playing a racist prick. Don't you find that interesting? To only in real life be caping for a racist prick. Now check that out. How many times does something happen for you not to call it a coincidence? Isn't that something? And you know something I know about John Singleton? John Singleton doesn't like to cast the actor to be the character. He likes to get the person who is the character versus getting the actor and coaching him up to being the character. That's something about John Singleton. So he picked you because he thought you was the racist. And he wasn't far off because just like in the movies, you're out here doing the same thing. Now, all of a sudden, you don't know much about Hulk Hogan. You wasn't a fan like that.
I also said I know he was involved with some controversy and I wasn't aware of it. I'm not a Hulk Hogan super fan. I'm not a wrestling head. I'm not a Hulk Hogan documentarian. I don't know everything about the life and times of Hulk Hogan. I was not aware at the time from the bottom of my heart that he was involved with that racial controversy, the N-word controversy.
You wasn't a fan like that, but I know people who are really diehard fans and they ain't jump out the window like you. You just took that as an opportunity to try to talk shit about Black Americans and you wanted to grandstand, not knowing the ground up under you was finna be snatched. That's why he's walking the shit back. You know what I'm saying? Because he felt the pressure of the facts. If it wasn't for our culture, you wouldn't fucking be here.
Obviously, if I knew that at the time, I wouldn't have done the video or my video would have been a lot different.
Like I said, it's a trip. As a character to play a racist in one movie, then play a racist in another movie, then outside of movies in your real life, you're capable for a racist. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. But he thought he didn't have to apologize. He thought that he could be just as disrespectful of all these other people. Them days of Miley Cyrus and all that other shit, that Kid Rocket shit, that Yellow Wolf shit, use the culture to bring yourself up, but at the same time, take a swipe at the same culture that you built yourself up off of until you get introduced to white America. Now all of a sudden, you ain't got shit to do with hip hop, old Mark Wahlberg shit. That shit is over. You can forget about it.
Openly condemned
that
racism,
shit is over.
Sexism, anti-Semitism.
Because you know what? Enough is enough. And one thing the foundational Black American is sick of is being attacked by everybody. Black, white, Indian, even African, even these people, even all y'all taking swipes. And we the reason all around the world, if you of color, you can walk around with your damn chest out. We are the pinnacle in which you cosplay. That is a fact. But I'm sick of y'all using the culture that backhanding us once you get to where the fuck you going. Well, nobody care about what nothing you saying if it wasn't for those movies, if it wasn't for those men. And you know what? If you so damn great, why we ain't seen you in nothing else? Why Joel Schumacher ain't put you in some shit? Something like that. Huh? Peter Jackson in there. Why they ain't put you in nothing? James Cameron, he ain't put you in nothing. Martin Scorsese, he ain't put you in nothing. Ain't nobody put you in nothing but two black dudes. And you saying we can't get... How can you get angry at some people because they don't have respect for somebody who don't have respect for them and their people as a whole. I mean, they get on these platforms and talk to you like a dog, like you're not supposed to have emotion, and this is how you're supposed to feel. Man, if you was around me, I'd have knocked your teeth in the back of your fucking throat.
All of that on this platform.
You have to talk out your neck.
Wax. Have you?
Dead serious. I don't know where y'all take this disrespect, but boy, I tell you, let somebody like you say something to somebody like you. You guys turn into Hercules, Iron Man, Super Gangster OG 2.90. You know what I'm saying? With the triple features and all that other shit. But when it's time for you to stand up for yourself and some business and something like that, motherfuckers fail every fucking time. Except this time. Because he had to walk that shit back because we got his choke chain. You are bitch. We made you. You damn right. You better, I don't know about Hulk Hogan and what are you talking about? You was just talking about the 18-inch, the 20-inch pythons and the greased up baby oil and how iconic it was.
Loud and proud since this platform came into existence.
Because he sounds stupid at the end of the day. I can't breathe. You want to give him so much credit for creating a character with your dumb ass that he didn't even create. Because real wrestling fans knew that was superstar Billy Graham. Now all of a sudden, I wasn't really into wrestling like that. I didn't really watch Hulk Hogan like that. This, that. You caped that hard and barely fucked with him? Do you know that make it look worse? So a guy that you didn't really fuck with caused you to jump out the window and attack a whole group. Somebody that you really wasn't into.
In the video, I also said I know he was involved with some controversy and I wasn't aware of it. I'm not a Hulk Hogan super fan. I'm not a wrestling head. I'm not a Hulk Hogan documentarian. I don't know everything about the life and times of Hulk Hogan. I was not aware at the time from the bottom of my heart